It turns on, it runs good, but I think I need a new chain. I think it's too short. I'm gonna see if I have an extra chain, and before that I'm gonna start tightening all these little bolts like this and a bunch of other little stuff. So I'm just gonna start with that now and then do the chain for last. Okay, I was putting the tail lights. I had to go to the old ones because I accidentally broke the new one. And I just noticed on this cable, right here, let me see. Right here. It's fried. So I'm gonna open this, see if I can repair it. Okay, so I put these on, fix the cable. All I have to do is wire this. And then after I wire it, I might stick for a spin again around the house and see if the chain loses any more or if I have to replace it. But for now, I'm gonna take a break. Okay, I don't know where we left off last time I made a video, but I'm gonna show you everything we got done since then. I think last time we were talking about the chain. We were taking out the chain and putting this new one. We managed to get the new master link in, the chain's adjusted. I got all these cables knotted and tucked in. All this back end was nice. We took the bike for a test ride. Everything was running perfect, or is so far. So I did put some cotter pins in the back, and I still need to do the cotter pins from the steering. And then, but I'm gonna start putting fairings in the back here, so it could start looking together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all the back end. I put the turn signals on too, so I'm gonna see if I can start putting the fairings in the back and making the bike look pretty good. Very quick, I already put this back fairings on. It was very simple. I just had to put a bolt here that mounts to this bracket. Then right here, let me see if you can see my hand through here, where my finger is. There's a plastic thing that you just push through, a rubber. And then right under this, as I put this thing last, under here there's another screw that screws into the frame. See, this part right here was a tricky part because this has to be pretty solid. There's 4 of them, 2 here, 2 over there. This bottom one is a longer one, bolt, and this one is shorter. But you have these spacers here on both sides. You have the spacer here and the spacer up here, and you just have to align them. See, the spacers go into this blue thing. See, they're inside the blue, and you just have to align them and put them through, and then just put this top. You probably have to manipulate this a little bit, but that was all. How to put these back fairings on. Pretty simple. It is missing something here, a piece of plastic, which I have one drying over there, so which I painted black. They were pretty bad. Now there's the seat. It's a little trick to put the seat on, but I think it's looking pretty good now. Let me see if I can get farther away. So it's nice seeing the bike coming back together. So the rest will be this front part, which I still have to figure it out. The other thing that I did too was I put the mirrors, because when I was test riding I couldn't look back really. So I'm gonna leave this like this until I start test riding it more, to make sure I don't have to mess with anything here, because I would hate to put on the plastics and then have it to take it off again. But I know 100% this back area is done. That's why I put the fairing. So I'll be done for now, and then I'll see you guys next time. Okay, I don't know where I left before, but I think last time I was just putting this together, the back end, but I noticed that the bike is battery's dying. See, like, I don't know, somewhere must be drawing energy or power from the battery. So I need to figure it out, or just to figure out if the battery is bad itself. So I also gotta fix this little stuffs here, which I gotta buy paint for. But I think I'm gonna try to jump it and see if I could test the battery. I don't know. I guess I'll have to figure it out and see where the battery is dying from, because once it's on, it doesn't die. So all right, since I don't know what's going on, I'm gonna go and jump the bike now and see if I can have it stay running. It turns on no issues. I just don't know why it keeps dying. I don't want it to be the state or anything like that. Maybe I haven't rode it for long enough, so hopefully I'll try today, see if it turns on, and see if it runs out of battery in the morning. Alright, back with the bike. I'm gonna give you an update of what I've done so far, because the chain is put on and adjusted. The whole back end of the bike is 100% done. I got the tail light, the turn signals. The other issue that I'm having is that the battery keeps dying. I think I need a new battery, because first I turned it on, I jumped it, it was only working on 2 cylinders. Found out that one of the cables for the spark plugs came detached. Attached it back, started running good, no issues. The next day, today, battery's dead completely. I did check the voltmeter yesterday, and it was showing that it was charging while it was on. So I know it's not the charging system. So I think I'm gonna, because I know it's the battery and it's Christmas Day, I can't go buy one. So I'm gonna start just putting all the fairings back on. And I do have a video of me how to check the spark on the bike. I'm gonna get to it. All right, before I put the fairings, I was fixing all these cracks with JB Weld. As you can see, I had a bunch of them, so hopefully that keeps it together. I just put this chain guard that I painted black too. Got a battery. So the old battery was bad. It didn't want to hold to charge, so we had to get a new battery. It was like $120. But what I was doing before buying the battery was JB welding the plastics, and I didn't get to put the fairings on the bike yet, because like I said, I was JB welding, and it's feeling pretty alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish JB welding this, because look, this one, you see how it's all broken there. The other one, it's not broken all the way, but it is crumbling. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the battery, make sure it turns on, then after that JB weld the rest. New battery is on, you can see now. Nice. Let's try to turn this bike on. Gotta see if it holds the battery, like after it's off. Make sure it's not draining it. Oh, nice. It stayed on. So yeah, I'm glad that that's good. The next thing I'm gonna do is weld this. You see all these cracks? I'm gonna start from the inside. Alright, so I was gonna work on the bike and getting all the fairings together, but we have an issue now. The bike is leaking fuel, and I need to find out from where. Okay, airbox, carburetor's out, waiting to see where it's leaking from, and if I can see, the second one's leaking right from the gasket, so I'm gonna take a deeper look at that. Okay, I found it was leaking. It was leaking through the bowl, and I checked for a sticky floater. So you can see it's not sticking. It's that metal part right there. You see that metal. Let's see if I can shaft. It goes up and down. When it's stuck, it stays like that. So, but I've noticed that somebody had already put gasket seal already on this one. This one didn't have any. They just had that old O-ring. So I'm gonna add some extra fuel save gasket maker to make it more tighter there. Okay, I had an also gasket. So the first one wasn't leaking, the second one was, and then the third one was leaking. So I make sure I put gasket maker on that one. So now I put the airbox on, which was the difficult part. Now I'm gonna put the tank and see if it's leaking anything. Here we got Tabby polishing the exhaust with polisher. and I'm starting to put all the fairings together.